Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job of getting his team quality shots. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
On the wing, Irving. He's got 5. 1:07 left to play in the first half of basketball. Los Angeles leading by 8. Has to connect. Russell deciding where to go with it. James outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Dallas with possession. Irving with it. Picked up by James. Lively with the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Back to Doncic. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Lakers ahead, up by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Los Angeles leading by 6. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
The 3 from Washington.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
James outside. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Doncic. Knocked loose. James with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it's Connect missing. Doncic outside. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Timeout, timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And here's Connect outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Marshall. Kleba outside. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Dinwiddie. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Lakers lead by 6. Here's Connect. Buries it down low. Connect's got 8.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Good on both. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Dinwiddie. No points yet. Again, the miss by Dallas. Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to Connect. From deep. Gafford grabs the miss. And here are the Mavericks now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Here's Connect. Give him 8 points now. Down low. Here's Koloko. Outside Reddish. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 6. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go. And he can't get that one. Outside Reeves. .43 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Throws it up high. Picked it out of midair. Here's Koloko. And it's in there. And the Lakers lead by 8. And so it's Dallas with it. Dinwiddie, right side. Pass to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. Tipped away. They're running. Here's Reeves. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And so it's Los Angeles. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's blocked by Davis. Right side, Russell. Pass to Davis. AD doing what he does.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Irving. The three-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Back to Vincent. Pass to Russell. 4 on the clock. The three is up. Not going to go that time. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Thompson. He takes it in.
When he's moving at full speed, Thompson can be really tricky to handle.
James outside. Look at LeBron with the strength to score through contact.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Doncic left side. Pass to Irving. From the high post. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Down by 12. Yep, count it.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
James outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Davis, a screen. Tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Russell. Clock is at 3. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. The lead now in single digits.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Thompson. Back to Doncic. Irving for 3. Davis for the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving. The Lakers lead by 11. James, left side. Stolen by Thompson. Irving with it. Vincent picks him up. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. An open look for Irving. Again, the miss by Dallas.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
And that one's good. Connect.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Lakers.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for LeBron James.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
52 seconds left in the final quarter. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Shoots over Thompson. Back to James. Here's Connect. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. That shot off.
Los Angeles foul. Anthony Davis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Line for 2. Luka Doncic.
And the second free throw is good. Right side, Russell. Pass to Connect. And stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. A good look from Doncic. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. So we see the Lakers get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra.
2 slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Irving with it. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. 2 high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
3 on the clock. And here's Doncic outside. Pure from 3-point range.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Lillard.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Irving, that's good.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Lopez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Well, I like whenever Lopez challenges the D at that size. I mean, they're going to have to foul him in the process.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Now here's Doncic.
Brand Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Lively. Doncic with it. Defended by Lillard. Clock at 6. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Here's Doncic. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. To the paint. And stolen by Irving. Pass to Thompson. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Now Irving. 4-3. Prince grabs the miss. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Irving. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And the shot goes.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Hits the trifecta. Lillard's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Doncic outside. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game.
13 foul. Substitution for your Bucks.
1:21 left to play in the first. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo with it. And Lively picks him up defensively. Lopez can't hit.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Irving for 3. The shot won't fall. Milwaukee leading by 4. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo inside. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Down low. Lively. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Milwaukee out in front, up by 4. And the second. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. Pass to Livingston. Over to the left wing. Here's Portis for three. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Here's Grimes. Here's Marshall. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Middleton, left side. Count that one.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Pass to Dinwiddie. The shake. And he lays it up and in.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
And here's Jackson. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Back to Trent. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Off target from outside. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Grimes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA.
Middleton. And Grimes pulls it down. And Dallas with possession. They trail by 1. Back to Marshall. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Shoots over Kleba. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Mavericks with some changes. A minute 53 left in the second period. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. Outside Irving. Doncic on the wing. Over Lillard. Again, the miss by Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, BA, I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Irving. Pass to Washington. Irving looking around. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Washington missing.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition, here come the Bucks. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. From deep, here's Doncic.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Drains the triple. Middleton's got 5 now.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Doncic outside. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Five on the clock. The 3 from Prince. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Thompson scanning the floor. 20 feet out. That one goes in.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Lively. And here is Irving. Over Middleton. That one's wide left. Lillard right side. Back to Prince. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Prince has got his first bucket in this one.
Good to see Damian Lillard take a more proactive approach to getting his teammates involved here in this one.
And it's Doncic missing. The Bucks leading by 12. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Mavericks trail by 14. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Doncic left side. Over Lillard. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 7.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Pass to Lopez. Portis outside. It's tipped. They recover it. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. No good that time. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. A 12-point game. The 3 from Washington. Rebound by Middleton. Lillard outside. Shoots over Thompson. No good. Mavericks trail by 12. He goes up. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution.
Play showing a little bit of speed in the open floor there as he gets up the lane in transition.
Out to Portis. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. The shot that time not on target. Doncic outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter here. Washington outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Washington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Milwaukee closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving. Because fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Doncic outside. Over Lillard. Doncic, no good. The Bucks leading by 7. Trent with it. Now Thompson defending.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Here's Dallas now. Outside Irving. Over Trent. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. Now Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Lillard.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown deep.
Back to Jackson. Lillard outside. Top of the key. That one drops for him. And it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, he can create his own shot. He can spot up off the ball. Lillard can torch your defense any which way.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Washington. The three from Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Just so remarkable and consistent from distance is Klay Thompson.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo inside. Inside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Irving. Looking to get it going. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
He hits the second from the line.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
Middleton outside. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to Irving. Screen by Lively. The three is up. And Kyrie Irving with the three. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Screen by Lively. To the inside. Outside for Irving. From deep. The Mavericks rebound.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Mavericks trail by 8. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Doncic up top. Money on the 19-footer. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Doncic outside. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Lillard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And I'm telling you what, on the other end, you're just waiting for when it's going to happen. Lillard is going to come at you.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Takes a three. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. It's Middleton on the wing. To the paint. Here's Lopez. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
From deep, here's Doncic. That shot off. And here are the Bucks now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. So the Lakers win the tip. Davis sets a screen. This one for three. Jason Tatum grabs the ball. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And it goes down 2 points.
That is a tough shot.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Crafty move. And it's White missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Inside. Here's LeBron. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Tatum.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle. Puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Reeves. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Tatum. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Nice ball movement by Boston. Left side Tatum. Back to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by James. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Out to White. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lakers trail by 3. It's deflected. Outside Tatum. .105 left here in the opening quarter. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
Woo, quick first step by Tatum, then look out!
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group in for the Celtics. Pass to Davis. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Celtics.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Horford with it. To the middle. .36 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. Picked by Horford. Here's Pritchard. And the 3 off target. Lakers trail by 5. Reeves gets the bucket.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Outside, Horford. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Tatum a screen. Here's Pritchard. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Reeves. Screen by James. To the inside. And they double up LeBron. From deep 3-point territory. Reeves can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside, Russell. 5 on the clock. Drops in the tray. Russell's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
No free throws, good from Reddish.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Out to Porzingis. Outside, Horford. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Making a change here. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Great work by Davis in the screen roll. Good at making himself a big target in these situations.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Connect with it. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one. Good D by Holiday. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Pass to Russell. .135 left in the first half. Connect with it. Davis sets a screen. And it's Russell missing.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
That one falls.
He's a really big man. Kristoff has insane handles for someone who is 7'3". Normally it's hard for players that tall to keep the ball on the bounce.
Here's Russell. Cans the shot from the wing. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter. .51 seconds left in the first half. Here's White. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Brown. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now Davis. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. And the Lakers lead by 2.
What a crafty shot by Davis. Like, what can't he do? Just a little rainbow high arc over anything that the team could defend.
Here's Horford. Reddish grabs the rebound. Here's Hachimura. He has yet to score. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 30, Sam Hauser.
And here's Russell. Over Holiday. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Tatum. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Back to Russell. Pass to Reddish. Here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Hachimura's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.